Hey guys, it says GT Nickel here again, and today I'd like to talk about the sheepdog philosophy. When I was in cadets, I had a sergeant in Reg Force give us a whole lecture on this, and I've heard a few talks on YouTube here, very similar, but they often forget to talk about the slaughterhouse. They just talk about the shepherd, the wolves, the sheepdog, and then the sheeple, which is basically 80% or so of the general population. So I drew a picture here. I'll put it up to where you can actually sort of see it. There you go. And here you've got the shepherd, and he's got a relationship with the sheep, the slaughterhouse, and the sheepdog. Okay? Now the slaughterhouse and the shepherd, as far as society goes, those are basically your governments. It depends on which kind of government you want. This is often the corporation. This is your best description, I would say, is John F. Kennedy type. Just people who were more for the people and not for the corporation, but sometimes you will have a shepherd who is for the corporation. So it's just another aspect to it. They're the ones, like, in my opinion, had a talk with someone, and they were going on about how Anonymous is like a shepherd, and in my opinion, no, they aren't a shepherd, they're a slaughterhouse. They're going to lead our society into slaughter, because people like that are not doing any work themselves. They're talking. What they're doing is provoking you to go out and do their dirty work, and then you get in trouble. You militarize your own police force by going out and being an idiot, and then they get what they want with you being sort of a patsy. So, in my opinion, Anonymous is not a shepherd. They are these people. And anyway, this isn't about Anonymous. This is just that was just a little side note. The main thing here is you've got your so-called government, who would be the shepherd. They got the power over the sheep, which is basically the majority of the people. Then you've got your wolves. They're like anyone who wants to take advantage of you. They're the guys that want to eat what you got. They can be right up to what you call gangsters, things like that. The sheepdog are generally your average Joe firefighter, police force, just even standard civilian who is watching over the sheep. And quite often the wolves will look at these guys and see a similarity, so they will often try and be friends. The sheepdog often knows better and avoids the wolf. Basically, it's his duty to stop this guy from harming these, so he'll often know better. This is my goal. This is where I want to see myself in society. It's sort of how I do see myself, and quite often the shepherd will tell him what to do, or can tell him what to do, but it is still up to him. And sometimes he will act alone. The shepherd goes home, the sheepdog stays. So that's something to think about. Anyway, the other thing about the wolves and the sheepdog, so they'll look at each other, and quite often this guy will try and friend him, but this guy knows better. And then you've got the sheep who look at the sheepdog. They see a wolf, so they'll avoid him, but he'll still watch over them. And then you've got the sheep that know better, so they see wolf when they see this guy. It's quite interesting, and the way I see that is like firearm owners, for instance. This guy could be a firearm owner. This guy could be a firearm owner. And it all depends on what their mentality is to do with those firearms. And I always feel like the people look at me this way because I happen to own firearms. But that's not the case. A lot of us firearm owners, in fact most of us, especially every single firearm owner that I know, and we are all legal firearm owners. I don't hang out with criminals. We're these people. We are not one of these. Okay? We will protect you. We will not take what you have. We will watch over it. Okay? While these people, they're going to do it. And these are your gangsters. These are your thugs. These are certain members of certain groups, and these are also individuals. So they're the ones you need to watch out for. And these guys up here, you really got to watch out for them too. And then this guy, it all depends on who he is. And then this guy, he's always the good guy. But anyway, that there is sort of the sheepdog philosophy. I think it's a good thing to look up to. It's sort of, in my way, it's like some people go by the 10 Commandments, and this is almost my 10 Commandments right here. So, yeah. Anyway, the sheepdog philosophy, it's just basically as a sheepdog, your job is to watch over the sheep. Basically, your job is to watch over the shepherd, make sure the shepherd keeps in line. But you sort of mostly at work and act alone. So, yeah, anyway, that's really all I got to say about that. And just thought it sort of just an interesting topic.